Now I want to talk about man and woman. Where I come from, there is the divine principle of man. And there is the divine principle of woman. They are the only two principles in existence as man and woman. Only those two principles. And there are 6 billion bodies, and every man has the divine principle endeavouring to enter that body through the conditioning, through the tremendous resistance of the past and the matter, to come into the body and be realized in that body's intellect, which is divine. And the same with woman. The divine principle of woman, which is God, the same as the divine principle of man is God, because God has split itself into two, which God or life is quite capable of doing as principles. And so every woman's body, I, as the divine principle of woman, am endeavouring to come through all this matter and all this conditioning and hoping and wanting and past to reveal myself in the intellect, in other words, to be realized. That's what every man and every woman is doing here. Now you can't have a concept, you cannot have a concept of what it is to be a noble man, which is what I call this divine principle of man in existence. And you can't have a concept of what it is to be a woman of love, which is what I call this divine principle in existence as woman. No concept is true. So what is the guide to me as a man or a woman? What is the guide? Well, the guide is this. Anything that is good is that divine principle. Anything that hurts another unnecessarily, selfishly or anything else is not good. No emotion is good. No one could ever call emotion good except those people who are emotional. They think it's good, they call it good, not knowing the damage that it is doing to their children, not knowing how emotion spreads out like a stinking mass, like a stinking gas that goes up the nostrils and through the bodies of the children and all the people around you that you love, and even the people you don't love, even the people in the shopping centre receive your gloomy mass of emotion or mood. But because of the silliness of scientists, we don't know anything about that, because their materialism has hidden such wonderful knowledge from us. It is good when you do not get angry, when you are able to let circumstances that provoke you pass you by. For if you wait, everything passes by and is solved by God to the truth, which is coming up. Everything is solved. In this moment, any circumstance which threatens you or anything is going to pass, and it will be solved very quickly by truth coming up, if only you will be responsible and say, all things pass here. God help me if you have to say that. And when you want to get emotional or want to undermine your woman with some snide remark, which is the sexuality in man, always endeavouring to make a beast of burden of his love, you will not do that, because that is not good, is it? Good? Does it contribute anything to your beloved? No. If you're intelligent, you will see, no, it does not contribute to my beloved. So therefore it is not good, so therefore it is not God. Is it good to tell your beloved, that is if you love her, that she is beautiful, even if on the appearances she's not, because you love her, to tell her how beautiful it is to live with her? Is it? Is that good? Well, that is good for her and that is good for you, as long as you mean it and don't have to go through some fancy rote that you've learnt or heard from someone, particularly Barry Long. It's your responsibility to love your beloved if she's your beloved or he's your beloved. To tell him when you see his action that I love you when I see you do that. It just stirs something inside of me, because then you're the man I love. He, with a capital H. And how a man loves to hear that. But if he wants to take an independent stand and say, but I say, I believe, I do, who cares what you believe, man? What you believe is not good. So therefore it's going to disturb your beloved. And woman, what you get emotional about is not good. It is not good for the children. It's not good for anyone around you. So it's not God. And what are you emotional about anyway? Just like anger, you're not getting your own way. You're idealistic. You're trying to create an ideal out of someone or something instead of out of yourself. So let's keep on the good. So this divine principle of woman is endeavouring to enter you. And the impediment, the obstruction is your emotions and your misconceptions of love. Your hanging on to past lovers is a resistance to this divine woman coming into you. She cannot come into you while you want some repetition of the past, because that's circumstances, and love is not subject to circumstances. Love is a state beyond circumstances, beyond whatever is happening. Love is a state, as God is.